David Holloway of TOROZ.com.au got a chance to interview Gabe Amantangelo. I'm sure I'm totally slaughtering that, which is fine because this is our PvP guy for Star Wars: The Old Republic, and he's the one that I'm the most interested in hearing words coming out of his mouth. So there was a lot of stuff in this video interview, and some of it was transcribed and some of it wasn't. You actually went through and were able to decipher the majority of this and get out some pretty good tidbits. What did you hear?
Yeah, I had to listen through. It's a bit difficult to listen to at times, but you know, I had it on full and my eyes and ears hurt. But anyway, yeah, well, it's Gabe Amantangelo, which is, you know, how you say, you know, just to say.
No, it's good. Thank you for correcting me. I appreciate
it. That's okay. I'm sure I'm just making myself sound like a wonderful person right now. Yeah, what he had to say was a few interesting things. First off, he was asked about the idea of an Alterac Valley for Star Wars: The Old Republic, and this idea of really large, dramatic war zone with objective-based stuff and going on with the WVW stuff from Guild Wars 2 that's been on the lips of many people lately. That's understandable. It's going to come up. And what Amantangelo actually said was that it's something they very much want to do. And then he got this like knowing smirk on his face and said, "And we're working on something like that." So who knows? We could be getting fed up for people not tanking Galv at the end of Star Wars: The Old Republic soon.
and for those that are unfamiliar with Alterac Valley, it's essentially a PvP PvE mix where it's a battlefield that usually has two roughly identical ends, and on both sides there is a PvE boss type character that you would almost have to go in. It's kind of like a mini raid of sorts, while also having to juggle various other checkpoints and whatnot. And of course there's also the PvP element of it where you're fighting the boss and you also have other players that are griefing you on the side. So it's a pretty fun mechanic, and you talked about vanilla WoW days, and granted we all look at that with I think the term is rose colored glasses.
Yes.
Where we're all like, oh, that was the greatest PvP ever.
Yeah, I just loved sitting in a queue for 7 hours waiting to get into an instance that had been going on for 2.5 days. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, that was the best. Getting in, yeah, exactly. That's what it was. Like you sign up for Alterac Valley 16, and oh, how long has this been going on, guys? You pop up at the window. It's like, oh, 17 days. It's like, well, like it was fun to experience. It's kind of like, hey, I enjoyed basic training. I probably don't want to go do that again though.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Oh, do you remember the first time you fell off your bike? It was great.
Those were the days.
Yeah.
When I was young and resilient. Anyway, so he's talking about these a Swtor base, Star Wars: Old Republic based Alterac Valley type of map. We already have Ilum, so he's talking about something slightly smaller than that, but still giving that kind of epic battle feel and with some kind of PvE elements.
Yeah, I think what they're basically talking about is the idea of a queuable war zone rather than what Ilum is as kind of an open world sort of place just to go to. I think what he's talking about is actually somewhere you can queue up for, because he talked a lot about cross-server queuing, and this came up from that. He talks about with cross-server queuing, they're really looking for that to be the first step in introducing an esports competitive element to PvP in Star Wars: The Old Republic.
That football.
Yeah, oh well, everybody loves football. But yeah, what they're looking to do is there was concern brought up about, but if you have the cross server, like in World of Warcraft, you're going to lose that sort of community rivalry that you get on your own server. And the way they're going to try and answer that is when you queue up, it will naturally put a preference for you to go with people on your own server. But then when you start adding filters that say, I want to do just that war zone or whatever, then it makes it more difficult, and then there's more likely to be from people on other servers. So they're trying to get a balance and make sure that it's up to the player. Do you want to stay with people from your own server? Then don't put anything in the filters. If you're not bothered about that and just want to do a specific war zone, like if you want to play Hutball all day, pass the ball, people. Can I just say this right now? When you have a ball in Hutball, pass it. Thank you. That was a public service announcement. So it's up to the player whether they want to stick to the community or just be focused on getting in there and doing the war zones that they want to.
Nice. Well, granted, I don't have a live subscription anymore, but to see, I would seriously watch some Hutball esport commentated PvP. I would seriously watch that because it is I mean, it is a pretty fast-paced game, and the elements built into the map, and of course, just the elements of the other players and the mechanics of the game itself is really, really fun.
Yeah, you just have to turn off the automatic Hutball commentator.
Oh my god. Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
Someone get him up out here! No, we'll pass.
Someone get him up out here and shove it in your mouth.
Alright, Scott, thank you very much. Stay tuned to GameBreaker.tv for more Star Wars Old Republic news, and be sure to check out the Republic Mondays at 6 p.m. on GameBreaker.tv/live. We'll see you guys later.